Prepare yourself. This D&D podcast is one of the top 15 scariest podcasts. At number 1, it's Oops, All Necromancers.
Welcome back to the table, everyone. I am your DM, Oz the Great and Powerful, and with me at the table are Bug,
Finny, Satyr Druid, mushrooms in my tea. It's more likely than you think.
C,
Madam L, half-elf bard. She's got the ghosts if you've got the goods.
and Bree.
Sorrin, hobgoblin necromancer. I survived the hole, and all I got was this t-shirt.
Cool. So we are officially level 2 after our level up episode there. Why don't you guys go ahead and give us a real quick break it down. We'll go in the same order that we did intros here, and just tell us what you got this level up. Just a real brief coverage of the cool shit you can do now. Bug, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, so I am a level 2 druid now, and that means I can use 3 first-level spells. I can wild shape, and I also took Circle of Spores, which means I can use a wild shape to symbiotic entity.
Ooh.
Along with your Halo of Spores and all that other good wild mushroomy
Good fun
shit.
Stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure some of that'll come into play here soon. C. Tell us about Madam Ale.
I'm level 2 now, and the bards don't get a whole lot at level 2, but I got a bunch of new spells, and that is partially because I did my character sheet wrong the first time, but that's okay because I didn't really need them.
We got it fixed.
And thematically it works too, because of what happened during our level up episode. Mm-hmm. I also got Jack of all trades, which gives me a proficiency bonus in certain skills, and then Song of Rest, which gives a little healing bump when we do short rests and long rests.
Cool. And finally, Bree.
Yeah.
What our favorite mess of a man get?
So I guess I went to college real quick, because now I've got a school.
Own your own school now.
So I'm now officially a necromancy, because at level 2 I got to pick my school, which is, as aforementioned, was the School of Necromancy. So I picked up 2 new spells, which we talked about a bit in the first level up episode. I also got Necromancy Savant, which basically lowers the cost for me to transcribe necromancy spells into my spell book, which is
your
weird
body.
mechanically. Yeah. We'll deal with that when it comes up. And then also Grim Harvest, which gives me delicious life juice when I kill people with necromancy spells.
Yummy.
I fucking need all the fucking temp HP I can get, guys.
Tasty. So if you are interested in hearing a bit more about that, as far as level ups and what we gain with those levels and or any additional lore and what have you, why don't you go ahead and check out our Patreon, which we will mention at the end of the episode here, and you can check our social media. We'll have it listed there as well. And we will have some additional bonus content in which we talk a bit more about, well, the world of Tethmir and just sort of our experiences with it, and with, well, running a D&D podcast. So, with all that out of the way, let's real quick recap what happened last time in the graveyard. After meeting up in the Green Ferry, our intrepid trio ventured forth through the sewers and catacombs to Finny's home outside Helvettyr, an abandoned pet cemetery. There we met Finny's found family, who were, for the most part, hospitable. After a bracing cup of psilocybin-laced broth, let's be real, mushrooms and bone meal a tea does not make, Lavinia's remains were put to rest. Sorrin and Madame L went back to Helvettyr while Finny learned a bit about himself, and we are now officially level 2, as I mentioned a little earlier in the episode there.
Heyo.
So, hell yeah. But yeah, that is basically what happened previously, and so let's go ahead and get back to the action, roll some dice and what have you, and we will be starting in the same place as last episode, the Green Fairy. So it's basically, we'll call it Fantasy Monday. I think we said it was Fantasy Sunday last episode. So, see, you and I talked a little bit about Madame L's sort of typical day. And we've decided that she is assisting Lord Leslie again with his issues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, her most valued client.
Lord Leslie, he keeps that money flowing. So what are your other two's peoples up to while there's a little tete-a-tete between Madame L and, I think I used that phrase right, Madame L and Lord Leslie?
I think Finny's just like kind of cleaning things and giving people drinks and whatnot.
Hiding under tables, eating gum.
Yeah, the huge.
Sorrin, are you posted up as the bodyguard or what have you?
Maybe, but probably a not very intimidating one. Most likely, because there's like booth seating, right?
Yeah, there's booths, tables.
So I kind of imagine, like, Madame L, do you like to, like, sort of post up in, like, a quiet corner with your clients?
Mm-hmm.
I think we established that Madame L has a corner booth, like, kind of towards the bathrooms. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a little decorated up. Maybe a little decorative cloth to give her a little bit of privacy in there.
It's the one booth with a tablecloth.
Yeah.
Madame L's the only one who can be trusted with it.
Then, yeah, I imagine I'm probably, like, 2 or 3 tables away, probably, like, scrunched up against the wall, like, kind of reading a book, sort of paying attention, mostly the constant existential dread,
Mm-hmm. And what's Sorrin reading? A little Lord's primer on contract law and you?
Yeah, maybe we can say that after I saw it in Lord Tybalt's library, I picked up a copy of
This one's a pop-up book.
What?
I have decided it is law.
Okay, thanks for infantilizing my poor sweet boy.
Says the person who just called their character a poor sweet boy.
Exactly.
Anyway, so Madame L, Lord Leslie has just sat down and he goes, "Oh, Elle, you simply wouldn't believe it. Are you certain that a living person can't also manifest as a ghost? Because I swear my horrid wife is just always right behind me, watching my every action. It's gotten worse, madam."
Well, my lord, I can't say that I've ever heard of such an instance, but I do trust you. I believe that you're a very perceptive individual, so if you believe that she has been turned into a ghost, then that's very likely.
I knew that you would assuage my fears, Madame L, and also confirm everything I say. Because I just couldn't imagine going to another medium. Is her ghost with us right now? And he sort of looks back and forth over each shoulder and kind of touches the dagger on his side momentarily.
And Madame L will reach forward and clasp his hands and kind of like close her eyes and say, let's clear our minds and see if we can sense the spirits among us. Would I know the wife's name by now?
I don't think he's ever mentioned her by name. Maybe because it's like a weird fear thing for him that, speak of the devil and whatnot.
Okay, we don't need a name
anyway. I think
anyway.
he's just referred to her as his horrid wife.
Gross-a-rooney.
Okay.
Hey,
Yuck.
listen. I never meant for this guy to be any sort of good.
No.
Madame L closes her eyes and furrows her brow and says, I do seem to be picking up on some kind of very oppressive feeling, some kind of overbearing entity. Does that sound anything? Does that sound familiar, Lord Leslie?
Yes, of course. It's clearly her ghost haunting me from afar. Go ahead and give me a deception check. He's going to do an insight with disadvantage because he's fully buying into your bullshit. I'm not even going to roll that one a second time because, boy howdy, he got a natural one.
Okay, I got a 21, so...
Yeah, fantastic. Yep, he's buying into the bullshit. He looks over his shoulder again and goes, she's there. Of course. Can you...
Now, don't panic, my lord.
Of course, she loves to see me panic. I could never.
I have something very special for you this time, which will certainly assuage the situation. This little bag here, and she produces a small leather pouch. This little bag is full of skulk ashes. They are a very rare creature from Nithraxil that not many people have heard of. But I certainly have.
Sorrin looks up from his book like, God fucking damn it.
If you sprinkle these ashes underneath your pillow every night, then you will begin to see a change in this oppressive force around you. It may not fix the problem at home, but it will ease your mind when you are away from home and prevent you from being stalked by this foul phantom.
Well, if you're absolutely certain. Now, should I also put some under my mistress's pillow? To protect her from the phantom?
That might be recommended, my lord, but these ashes do not come cheap. You see, I have to import them from Nithraxil, and you know as well as I do that is something that is very difficult to do these days.
Yes, of course. I won't ask for your sources. I'm sure you're quite resourceful. But any price, of course, within reason.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I'm really bad with money and in fantasy settings.
Yeah, so money-wise, and this is something we haven't really talked about, and it varies from system to system and from DM to DM. So for something that is, like, illicit like this, you could probably hazard... or something that's supposed to be illicit like this, you could probably hazard, like, 50 gold a pouch.
Okay.
You're, of course, more than welcome to try for more. It'll just be sort of a persuasion or more likely deception check if you want to do so.
Usually, my lord, I charge 75 gold a pouch, but for you, if you are getting 2 for yourself and your mistress,
Yes, of course.
I can make a deal for 125 together.
Why, thank you, Madam L. That is far too kind. Now, how much ash should I use per day? A sprinkling? A pouch worth? Somewhere in between?
As I said earlier, I think you are a very perceptive person. A lot of the time, this can really depend on the situation. So I'll let you use your discretion. Start with a pinch, and then if it seems like the problem is persisting, go a little bit heavier each night.
Of course, and keep the tip. And he tosses a sack of gold onto the table and then scoops up the 2 pouches and goes, I don't know where I'd be without you, Madam L. Thank you again. And he scoops up the pouches and gets up to leave and goes, Hey, wasn't that rapscallion who tried to rob me a few days ago? And makes eye contact with Finny.
Finny is behind the bar cleaning a glass with Wallace on his shoulder, and he looks back and forth nervously and is like, No, that was a different guy. Yep.
Do it. He got a 7. Nope, he sure doesn't remember you. Urchins, you know how it is. And he goes, Well, anyway, have a bounteous day, Madam L. And he gets up and walks out the door and he goes, My, it's a day for familiar faces. And right as he steps out of the door shuts behind him, and then there is a thump as the door slams wide open, clearly booted down by a guard. A guard wielding a blunderbuss.
Oh, God.
A large, hirsute human, just rippling with muscle. And he goes, "It's time, boys. Everyone out but you four.
no.
Let's have a little talk. And let's roll initiative." As three other patrons stand up and shrug off their cloaks to reveal their crimson tabards emblazoned with the black-banded cudgel of Belial.
Fucking secret cops. I got a 15.
I got an 18.
I'm sitting pretty over here with an 8.
Is Matilda here?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
I will roll for her as well.
I was gonna call for her if she wasn't here.
Woo, those are some good initiative rolls. First in the order is Madame L.
Okay.
If you'd like, I can do a quick description on positioning, so you know
Yes.
where everyone is exactly, and that can kind of help you plan out
Yeah, that was
the
going to be
field of battle.
my first ask there, yeah.
So another thing I want to clarify real quick is that initiative is not only for like out and out fights, it is also for tense situations. I don't know if I have mentioned that before, but do not let that dissuade you from trying to talk people down until hostile action has been taken by you or someone else. You are fine to consider it not combat, just a tense situation.
Okay.
So you don't have to, like, I don't know, fling a dagger at the dude because he just showed up. Just an idea, just kind of putting that out there, because in the future I will call for initiative once again with tense situations that are not like out and out combat.
Yeah.
Quick description: the guards, the one at the door is the very hairy man who's very muscular. He's got a blunderbuss in his hands, and he has a great mace on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that is next to you, Madam L, is a gangly elf with very prominent curly eyebrows. He's about 7 foot tall, kind of huge but very thin. The one at the far end of the bar is a dwarf with a massive braided mustache. No beard, just a massive mustache that goes down to about his hips. Is braided, brown hair, that kind of deal. And then in the far right-hand corner up near the front is a halfling who is wearing a sleeveless tunic under his tabard with a brace of 6 pistols across his chest.
Jesus. Okay.
So that is where we are at.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Madame L is going to begin kind of softly humming a little tune, and it is the tune that she picked up during the level up episode that she got from her mother. And she hums it for just a brief second, just a couple seconds, but then in the air, it kind of keeps going, just kind of on the edge of everyone's perception within a 30-foot radius. And this is the Unearthly Chorus spell, which is in an Unearthed Arcana for anyone who's interested. So this lets me create a 30-foot radius, and as a bonus action, I can choose to beguile any targets within that radius. If they fail that charisma saving throw, then I get to make deception and persuasion checks against them with advantage.
Yeah, and they're considered friendly.
And I also, until it ends, I make charisma performance checks with advantage, just generally speaking.
Cool.
So she will cast this spell, trying to be as subtle as possible, and kind of stand up very slowly. And where's this guard that's the closest to her? Are they like the booth over in front of her? Like, can she see them?
So depending on where Madam L was sitting, it'd basically be one booth forward towards the front of the tavern.
Okay. So she'll stand up kind of slowly and kind of move in a way that she's not trying to be too quick, not trying to get away, and kind of turn towards this other guard that's behind her and kind of...
What in the hell are you doing? That's the guard's voice. I decided.
She'll kind of say to him, "Oh, these head guards, they're always so abrupt. They never give any kind of warning, wouldn't you say so?" And she'll try to beguile this guard that's closest to her with a bonus action.
All right, what's my save DC?
13.
Okay. Yeah, so that's just a 6, and he goes, "Well, yeah, I was just in the middle of my dinner, and just comes in here shouting, and yeah, a little abrupt.
Little bro.
And he sort of furrows his brows, and you see that his curly eyebrows at the end extend a little bit as he's talking. And just, yeah, I reckon so. Which is, you passed. He failed, so.
She'll kind of just gently move out of her seat and kind of lean up against the booth on her hip, kind of waiting for the events to unfold now that she's at least got someone friendly next to her.
Okay. All right, that is Madam Elle's turn. Finny, it is your turn.
Fuck.
This gangly elf seems to be, we'll say, a little bit more relaxed visibly. And also there's a weird ghostly chorus just sort of faintly drifting through the room. So that's fine.
I have no idea because part of me just wants to hide behind the counter because Finny's the one who caused all the problems in the first place.
You can, they could, ready an action and hold it while they're hiding, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to ready to cast a spell or something like that, before the round ends, if a certain condition is met, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I think Finny is going to stick back because I think Finny feels really guilty, because he kind of fucked up, and I think Finny's just gonna hang back, and kind of not fully duck behind the counter, but kind of just be peeking behind the counter. And Wallace is on my shoulder, also peeking. And I'm just shit, Wallace, I fucked up. Oh, God.
Would that kind of count as readying an action to help Matilda?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to hold your action to help Matilda as far as, if she needs something handed to her or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That's fine. Sorrin, it is your turn.
I'm trying to think about what I'd like to do, because I was sort of thinking about just pretending like I don't have any idea what they're talking about and leaving with the rest of the patrons.
Very funny. Not helpful to the party in any way, potentially,
I'd
but
come back.
funny.
I'd come back. I'll stand up with the rest of the patrons like I don't even know who they're talking about, and start walking towards the door. Do I need to roll, a deception or something?
You know what?
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead, because they never saw you.
Yeah, I was wondering.
That was a slip up on my part. He
Yeah.
shouldn't have said you 4, he should have said you 3. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so can I just, do I even need to roll deception, or can I just, get up and leave?
You can get up and leave. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, good on you. You are good to, from the bar to the back door will basically be 30 foot of movement. Mm-hmm. And then from wherever you want to go from there are alleys running behind the Green Ferry and on each side of it. So
There's more than one entrance and exit to the Green Ferry, correct?
there is the entrance at the front and the exit at the back. Anyway, you can do your thing. Yeah, no, you do it. You leave.
Okay, yeah.
Finny just stares at him
Madam Alice, jaw agape.
No, I give you a very surreptitious thumbs up while I'm walking out.
Oh, my God.
As you walk past Matilda, who is coming from the kitchen, she goes, Sorrin, where are you going?
I'm helping. I have a plan, okay?
All right.
Okay, so I went out there. There's no guards out there. Is there just... I know canonically there's the bathroom window. So I know there's an alley running along the side. Is there another way to get on the roof? Like, is there a way to get up to the second floor?
We'll say, yeah. Yeah, we'll say yeah.
Like, I don't know if Helvettyr has fucking fire escapes. Like, I don't think OSHA's around, but...
There is a fire escape on this building that Matilda got because alcohol is flammable.
And her flamethrower?
And also her flamethrower. So, yeah. It is not a standard thing, but yes, she has one. It is kind of a rickety wooden staircase that goes from the back door. There are steps up and then, like, up the side of the building on the right-hand side that go up, leading up to the roof.
Okay.
Or
Then
like
yeah.
a short ladder or whatever up to the roof.
Okay, for sure. I guess I'll take a look around and make sure nobody's really watching me. It seems like there's no guards back here, and
People are fleeing. The cat is looking at you, that's it. The cat is looking at a lot of things, so...
Tell me more about this cat.
yeah,
Absolutely not.
Perception check on the cat.
Yeah, can I roll sense motive on the cat? Oh wait, there's no sense
You
motive.
can't. You can roll insight.
Then I'm gonna do that.
No.
Go ahead, roll it with advantage.
Okay, so that's a 19. Mm-hmm. What's this cat about? What's the cat want?
Oh, you notice that the eyes look slightly unlike a cat, and it's a cat.
People have familiars, Oz. I was just
People
checking.
do have familiars, and also there are magical shape-shifting beasties. This is a cat. I was adding it for flavor.
Okay.
I appreciate you being thorough, however. Now I can never sneak up on you with an alley cat ever again.
Sorrin would be sus, though, is the thing. Okay, then I start, I guess I try to start moving relatively stealthily, if I can, up the fire escape.
Okay. Yeah, then go ahead and make that stealth check for me.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay. I will notate that.
Sorry, I'll be back. I gotta get the high ground, you know?
That is Matilda's turn, and she sort of slowly raises her hands and starts to sidle, like, behind the bar towards Finny, and the main guard at the front goes, No, I don't think so. Tug, get a gun on her. And the dwarf at the end of the bar pulls out a pistol and hops off his bar stool and starts sort of wandering over to Matilda. And Maddie goes, Hey, now listen, we don't want no trouble. Whatever this is, I'm sure we can come to a peaceable arrangement. And that is her turn. And the other guards just sort of look at her quizzically like, For real, bud? Like, for real? You pulled a flamethrower on us. For real? But anyway, that is her turn. The main guard's turn. He is going to go ahead and approach the bar with his blunderbuss, once again aimed at Matilda. And then the other guards are going to just sort of move closer to you guys. Except for your friend, Madame L, who just...
My bestie.
Besties.
Yeah, just sort of stands there and goes, Hey, now listen. Tombo, I don't know if we need to do this one. And Tombo, presumably the main guard, as he is the one who responds, goes, Whip. We don't need to be doing what now? What are you, a traitor? And looks over his shoulder at this gangly elf. And that is their turns. They are currently not doing anything, but they have all drawn weapons with clearly hostile intent. The halfling with the sleeveless tunic has drawn 2 of his 6 pistols and is aiming one at Matilda and then one at Finny. Matilda turns to you, Finny, and goes, Hey, can you get the thing?
A thing?
You know, the thing? And she sort of points her toe at the flame bellows, which is currently under the bar. She has removed it from its position behind the bar because, well...
Oh yeah, the thing. And Finny kind of like scooches it towards her with his hoof gently on the floor.
Mm-hmm. And she sort of stretches a foot out a little bit and kicks it over to herself, and it is now at her feet. Let's see if she can do that stealthily. It's a big metal thing, so maybe not. It makes a hollow toom
Oh, God.
as she kicks it a little too hard, and the main guard goes, "Hey, I said no funny business." So with that, we are back at the top of the order, which is you, Madam L.
Okay.
Seems like Whip is on your side.
What's his name again?
Wait, what? Yeah, what?
Whip.
Quib?
Hwiip. Whip.
Quip.
That's how it's pronounced. I don't know what to tell you.
Quib.
It's Elvish for you.
All right. So now I just have to figure out how to do everything as a performance check, and I will be a little better off for it.
Mm-hmm.
So Madam L is there, leaning at the table with her bestie by her side, and she says, "Now, boys, don't you think this is a little aggressive? I am sensing just a dark malevolence about you. Something is looming over you like a specter of anger. And isn't there any way that we can talk about this? Is there anything that you would like to voice to us that we may be able to figure out?" And she's going to try to beguile the... What does everyone think? Should I go for the leader or the gun guy?
Maybe the guy with the guns. Because, like...
What's Gun Guy's name?
Gun guy?
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know. You haven't learned it yet.
Just
Wow.
gun guy.
Well, this is
Mysterious.
I try to beguile him so we can learn his name.
Okay. So you're going to beguile the halfling. Okay, cool. Let me do his charisma saving throw. Hot damn, that is a 7 on the dice. Once again, these guys get no charisma bonus. So, yeah, he is.
Yes.
He goes,
Now, wait a second. I don't know. I think this fine lady's got a pretty good idea.
Is this Tunnel's father? It sounds like the father of Tunnel Two-Tooth.
Tunnel Two-Tooth's absent dad.
Madam, where are my manners? My name is Gero. Now, Tombo, I just don't...
"Now shut up." I said, "Shut up. We're going to do this my way, damn it. And that means we're going to bag him, tag him, torture him.
Oh, no.
Nobody makes a fool of us."
Lord. Torture.
But yes, Giro is now effectively under your spell.
Do I get the feeling that if shit goes down, that the people I've beguiled, will they participate in any way?
So here's the thing, is they are considered friendly towards you, specifically you.
Mm-hmm.
However, because they're friendly towards you, you have some modicum of leeway with them.
Mm-hmm.
And that realistically, if you try and persuade them or deceive them or whatever, then you have advantage on this and they will probably go along with it. I mean, think of like if, someone's your friend or whatever. If you're like, hey, maybe calm down. We don't need to do this. That can help.
Okay. Can I do some kind of performance check to try to get the other people, especially my beguiled guard friends, to think that Tombo is perhaps under the influence of some kind of foul specter, or...
Ooh. He's been ghosted.
Yes, you can do it. You essentially have advantage for 2 of the 4 guards. One of them flat out's just not going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with deception checks or persuasion checks or whatever, there's only so much bullshit that someone will take.
Yeah.
And with him, wanting to, blast your head off or whatever, he ain't going to fall for it.
I think I'll go ahead and try to make that deception check against, I guess, all of the guards then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got a 12 plus 5, so that's a 17.
Okay.
And then with advantage is lower than that.
Okay. It worked on the 2 who are your friends. They go, yeah, perhaps there is some sort of foul Tombo's never been more of a murdering man than the rest of us, but he has seemed to have a bug up his butt about y'all's. And Giro goes,
Yeah, he does sort of have some sort of specter around him. You can just see in his aura.
I'm an empath.
I'm something of what you'd call an empath.
And then the dwarf just goes, "Nope, murdering. That's what we do." So yeah, he was not convinced, and Tombo just goes, "What is wrong with you two? Foul Spectre. My ass, Foul Spectre. I said bag 'em and tag 'em, so get to it, boys." So yeah, you have convinced some of them. At this point, Finny, it is your turn.
Oh, God. I think, so Finny stands up.
And Gero goes,
Oh, hey, look, it's that child that we want to murder.
he couldn't see you. You were crouched behind the bar. He's just a little guy.
Yeah, I'm the one that you're mad at, right?
Well, I mean, I think it's mostly Tombo who's mad at you, but
Yeah.
just following orders and all that, except for that nice lady over there.
You see this cape I'm wearing?
A little bit. Could you...
It's a magical cape. Madam L gave it to me.
Okay.
It helps me see ghosts. And there's definitely a ghost in that guy. And I know I did a bad thing, but I promise there's a ghost in that guy. And you know how I know? And then Wallace crawls out of my cape. And I point to Wallace and I say, see, I know dead things. And there's a dead thing in that guy.
Give me a deception check with disadvantage.
Hey, I am a child.
Yes.
This is true.
This absolutely tracks.
I feel like this joke has not joke, but this sort of lie has worked maybe with the other orphans. Like if some of them try to bully you or whatever.
For sure.
But these are adults.
So I just have a +2, but you want me to take disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll the 2, pick the worst.
Oh, fuck. Well, I got a 4.
A 4 total.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they're not buying this one, sorry. That is your turn unless you want to move away.
No, I think I'll stay where I am. I'm not like right next to one of these guys, right?
I mean, Tombo's up at the bar, but is not pointing the gun at you. Gero has lowered his pistols. Tug still has a gun, but it's also pointed at Matilda. Maybe they're mad about this lady using a flamethrower at them. Probably. Yeah. None of them are specifically targeting you, so.
Okay.
Okay, Sorrin, it is your turn. What you doing up on that roof?
Oh, okay, so I made it up.
Yeah, you would be up to the roof by this point.
Okay, then I want to, I know there's a window you can enter and exit from the roof.
Not a window, it is like a little, one of them roof doors, what leads to a small chamber, what leads to a stepladder. Anyway, yes, there is one of those, yes.
Okay, I pop that bad boy open. I'm gonna go inside.
Yep.
I am currently in that little attic room, right, that I was in before?
Yes, you are.
Okay, how much movement do I have left?
Getting back across would have been your movement, and then going down would be a dash action, depending on where are you trying to get to.
So I'm trying to get to so you can see the first floor from the second floor, correct?
No, you cannot.
Oh.
Because there are rooms above the bar.
Oh, I completely misunderstood how this was laid out. Okay.
Nope, it is not set up like, I think you're thinking a design like the Wild Brothel from Wild Wild West. It is not that.
I don't remember that, but maybe.
Well, there's a brothel with stairs leading up to...
Are
anyway.
you referencing Wild Wild West, the movie, starring Will Smith?
Will Smith, yes, I was.
Wow.
It's a film. It's the most I can say for it. It's a film. But no, it is a complete second floor. You cannot see the bar from up there. Sorry.
Then I will, at the end of my 30 feet of movement, I will go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself, and then use my object interaction to pull out the Potion of Heroism.
Okay.
I can't drink it yet, but...
Cool. Got that potion ready. It is Maddie's turn. And she turns to you, Madam L, and goes, Elle, what are we gonna do here?
Maddie, it's your damn business. I'll leave it up to your discretion.
Right, well, let's light them up. And she kicks up the nozzle to the flame bellows into her hands, and she is going to immediately try and blast this dude with it.
Woohoo!
Doesn't someone have a gun pointed at her?
Uh-huh.
Or did they have a held action?
She's first in initiative there, bud.
Oh.
You can't hold actions over from round to round.
Oh, I didn't know.
That is a 14 on the die. And then we get to do their fun scatter action. This weapon, by the way, is from the Grim Hollow campaign guide.
Heyo.
It's a real fun one because it is a scatter weapon, which means that once it hits a target, it scatters outwards in a cone, a 15-foot cone specifically, and blasts other people.
Whoa.
All right, so Tombo's doesn't get a save. Giro's gonna try, or Tug is gonna try and make his save. That is a 15 on a die, so he saves. And Giro's gonna try and save. That is a nat 1, so he fails.
Rip.
That deals 2d6 fire damage. So she blasts Tombo directly in the face with this flamethrower, and then it just sort of spreads around him and drifts right over Tug because he was close to the point of scatter, and then just sort of licks up the tabard of Giro, who is smoldered a bit but not hurt that bad. And Tombo goes, "Bah! All right, boys, blast them." So yeah, that is her turn. She is also going to start heading towards the back door and go, "All right, gang, time to go. Time to go." And she makes a full movement towards the back door, and that ends her turn. Tombo's turn. He's immediately going to approach the end of the bar and try and blast her. No, that is a 5 on the die, so 7 total is not going to hit her. And then other assorted goons. What's up? You also have a reaction, so if you wanted to blast him before he moved away, go for it.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. Finny, realizing that shit's popping off, his necklace starts to glow green, and he casts, as a reaction, Halo of Spores. And I flavored my Halo of Spores to be that instead of spores, it's insects, like maggots and centipedes and whatnot. Start crawling out of my clothing and
absolutely terrible.
Go towards the person I have casted it at.
This man's going to have a bad day. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your spell save DC?
It is 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just gonna make his Constitution saving throw. Not gonna do it. He only got an 8, so go ahead and roll 1d4 for me and tell me the damage.
Cool. 1.
Let's say you fling a maggot directly at his face, and it just starts to burrow in his cheek, and he goes, "What the fuck? What the fuck? The kid's magic!"
Finny points to Wallace and says, yeah. I told you, I've got a magic cape.
And it's full of bugs.
Okay, where were we? Weep. And Giro are going to do nothing. We'll say weep. Won't. Giro's going to go ahead and try and pop off a shot at Matilda. Because ouchie, he got burnt.
No.
That's a nat 20.
No!
Whoa!
No! No!
Matilda's got health. What's her class? I don't know. She's got health.
Sure, she's got health. Let's
and class
see.
levels.
So he's using, they're all using black powder weapons.
Mm-hmm.
His is a pistol, which normally does 2d4 piercing, but is going to deal 4d4 piercing plus dexterity because it is a crit.
Yikes. Oh, I hate hearing those pebbles. Oh, the pebbles.
The pebbles.
They have betrayed us.
Okay, so in total rolled 11 on the dice. Does not have a dexterity bonus. So, yeah, he runs around to the edge of the bar and goes, "Watch out, boss, I got this." And promptly shoots her in the ankle.
Oof.
And you just see it rip through her boot all the way out the other side, and there's just a spritz of blood against the wall, and she goes, "Ah, fuck." Yeah, she's doing okay, but boy howdy. A couple more of those and she's out. So, Weep draws his pistol and goes, "So, lady, what are we doing here? Should just tell me where to shoot." Because, I don't know, you seem all right, and no one's hurting me, and really, this was supposed to be my day off.
My friend, Whip, if you play your cards right, you may just get a promotion today.
I just might. And you see him level his pistol, and he closes one eye and sticks his tongue out a little bit, and his eyebrows wiggle a little bit, and he's going to take a shot at the back of his boss's head. You want to know what he got?
What?
A 4 on the die.
Oh.
No.
As he promptly just sort of pulls the trigger, and you realize that this man probably has, like, just enough muscle to move his body as his arm gets blasted back and the shot ricochets into the ceiling.
Lord.
Sorrin, you just see a hole get punched through the floor nearby. Oh, also you can hear lots of guns going off down below. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is Tug is gonna do his thing. Our dwarven friend.
He's not a friend.
Oh, good. He's gonna try and shoot Finny.
He's not friend-shaped. Fuck, what?
15 on the die. I guess that one's gonna hit.
Yeah, but my AC is 15, so.
He only dealt 3 damage.
Oh, okay.
As he levels his pistol at you and goes, "Now, I guess we're doing this the hard way, huh?" And he we'll say he grazes you with the bullet.
Grazes me, okay. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Technically, nothing's supposed to be a lasting wound until you go down, but whatever. All right, top of the order, Madam L. Shit's popping off.
Okay, I can't.
What we doing?
Can't beguile anyone anymore because my friend attacked. Well, first I'm going to try to appeal to Giro's baser instincts and kind of point out, Giro, dear, why don't you take a page out of his playbook and see how he's trying to get a promotion? I think you may come out on top of this if you follow along. And then cast Dissonant Whispers on the main guard.
All right. What is my saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is a 12 on the dice. He gets no bonus, so just barely below.
Radical.
You caught him with it.
I get to do 3d6 damage, and he moves
Hot damn.
as far away from me as possible.
Alrighty, roll that damage.
That is 13 damage, as you kind of, I think everyone kind of in the room, but certainly more so the guard, the Tombo, hears, like, along with this music that's emanating out of Madame L, hears like this chorus of whispers kind of move through at the guard, and he becomes just very fearful of her. He maybe perhaps resonates what she is saying to him about the spirits and the dark force emanating from him.
Oh god, the specters! The devils, they're in me! Get out of my way! And he charges directly past Matilda, bumping her out of the way, and out back door.
Well,
I think Madame L will move to Matilda,
Okay.
and hopefully that will prevent at least the other guy from firing on her.
Yep. So, because they have ranged weapons drawn, they do not get attacks of opportunity on you as far as you pass or anything. So you're good. Finny, it is your turn.
okay.
This is a new round, so you have a new reaction. So remember that.
Yes.
as far as guards and stuff.
Well, Finny turns while holding his shoulder that is profusely bleeding. Finny turns to the one that shot him. The dwarf, right? What was his name?
Tug.
Tug. And I guess how's Tug looking? Is Tug looking angry still?
Tug's healthy, Tug's hearty, Tug's
Great.
full of vim
Ready
and
to
vinegar
party.
and ready
Cool.
to murder.
Cool. So Finny looks at Wallace on his shoulder and kind of nods his head, telling Wallace shit's about to go down and to hop off. And then Finny's eyes start to glow green, and so does his necklace, and he starts to shake as he slowly shifts, kind of gruesomely looking, into a wolf with ram horns, and all of its feet are big hooves. And it looks at Tug and starts growling very loudly. And from upstairs, Sorrin, who has heard lots of gunshots and yelling, now hears a wolf growling as well.
Oh, fuck, man. No one told me there'd be child wolves. Hey, Tombo, you hear me? I didn't sign up for this shit. You didn't mention no kid wolves. Okay. Yeah, you're good from there unless you want to move. And if you wanted to move to chase someone down.
Do you get an attack right off the bat? Or is that the...
No,
that was my action.
Okay.
Nope. Unfortunately, the only ones who get to bonus action transform are Circle of the Moon. But
Okay.
but that's okay.
I think I'm just going to just shift very closely to Tug, intimidatingly.
Yeah, it's bad. The whole skin rippling, growing fur, bone shifting. It's not good to look at. But you know.
And all of my wild shapes are kind of covered in like moss and fungus, and they all kind of smell of decay. So it's not fun.
It's a gnarly experience. Sorrin, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'll move. I guess I'll move to that little landing or whatever at the top of the stairs and roll a fucking perception check to try to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Okie doke. Do it to it.
Didn't do so great. Well, is it perception or insight? Which one is it?
Go ahead and do it. Or wait, with alert, does that give you? Is it insight that it gives you a passive set to?
My passive perception is 16.
Okay, so you don't need to roll for either of these. 16 is more than enough to sort of read the room, especially with it being passive, because, you know, you're alert, whatever. So you can tell, based off of things, that the gangly elf was the one who shot through the roof as he's sort of lowering back down his hand to load up his pistol. There is the dwarf by the bar. There is a wolf behind the bar that you're pretty certain's Finny, because this wolf has, you know, ram horns and like weird hooves and is mossy. And the leader is missing because he's made his way out the back, which you heard that door swing open again and heard him yelling, so you can probably guess he's about there. So you basically have the whole lay of the land. The only uncertain figure is the halfling with the brace of pistols on his chest, whom you are uncertain what his allegiances are because he's aiming down that short hallway. So it could be at his leader, could be at Madame L, or not Madame L, but Matilda. Oh, also Madame L is not within your sight.
Okay.
Nor is Matilda. So.
Then I guess, since the only person I know for sure, that I know what's going on is the one that Finny is currently menacing. Then yeah, I guess, when I get to the top of the stairs, I guess I still have that potion of heroism in my hand, but I guess I'll just sort of set it on the ground.
No, you can hold on to it. Are you going to cast a spell?
Yeah.
You only need one hand free for that. Technically, you don't need a hand free, but yeah. No, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I could do it with my toesies if I so choose.
If you want to be a freak like that, sure.
I'm a toe caster.
No!
Anyway, then yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cast Ray of Sickness at the guard that Finny is currently menacing.
Okie doke.
Does 14 do it?
14 will hit.
Yay! Okay, 2d8 poison damage. I hope I kill him. Okay, that is 12 damage.
Yikes.
And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Save DC 13.
I believe so, yeah.
All right, well, he got 7 on the dice plus 2. That's only 9. So
Okay.
whatever bad thing happens to him.
He is poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Okay, he has the poison condition. Not great. So real quick, that poison condition just means that until the end of your next turn, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. But yeah, you raise your hand and this greenish, grayish beam just sort of rapidly emits. No, you know what? It's more fun if you do a fucking special beam cannon bullshit and 2 fingers out, just blast this dude, and you see him wither. Like, his skin becomes, or his cheeks become sunken. You see a large amount of mustache fall out as you essentially give him a highly concentrated dose of radiation. And he's not looking so hot. He just goes, oh, no, no.
Oh my god.
And scoops up a little bit of his now loose mustache hairs.
Glorious mustache.
Yeah, he's not looking so good. He's not bleeding. You can't call him bloodied, but he's bloodied. But Maddie has murder on the mind, so she is going to go ahead and take another blast at Tombo. That'll do it just barely. She got a 10 on the die plus 2.
Is she shooting out of the back door?
Yes, she is shooting out of the back door at him. And he's going to take some damage. There's no one else for it to scatter to. Madam L, you see her turn just go, motherfucker, and blast at him again with this flamethrower and scorches him pretty badly. His tabard gets basically burned through in the back, and it seems like this has basically, looks like he's got second, third degree burns on his back.
Jesus.
Pretty bad. He is not looking so great. His ears are bleeding. Yeah, so that is her turn. It is Tombo's turn. He's not too happy about this, so he's going to turn around and raise his blunderbuss, and he's going to go ahead and he'll shoot Madam L.
What?
Putting demons in my head.
Oh, that's
How could
true.
you? You know what he got?
What?
4 on the die. That's 6 total.
Okay.
As his blunderbuss kicks like a mule and just... He does take out your window, coincidentally, to your set of rooms up above, but you're good. He shot way wide.
Not my artisanal drapes.
Yeah, I ruined your drapes. How do you feel me now? Finny, do you want to blast any of them with your reaction? The only one you could reach at this point is Tug.
Yes. Yes, I'll do that then.
Okay.
So
Saves.
the bugs start crawling out of Finny's fur.
Absolutely gross. He doesn't save. Go ahead and roll your damage.
4.
Max damage. Okay, yeah. You, once again, maybe just sort of whipping your jaws back and forth and, slavering or whatever. A bit of spittle flings another one of those maggots, and this just starts to burrow into the center of his forehead. He goes, no!
Finny laughs as a wolf, and it sounds just horrible.
It's bad. Alrighty. Time to make some decisions. So, our friend Tug has 2 targets. Who's he gonna go with? Alright, which one of you wants high, which one of you wants low? Percentiles time.
Hi.
Alright, then Bug is low. Alrighty. Well, that'll be you, Master Sorrin, because that's a 56.
Good.
Just high enough to get you. Just gonna take a pot shot at you. That is like the 3rd 4 I have rolled in a row. So that's a total of 6, and
Well, he does have a maggot in his forehead, so...
He does, and also he's highly irradiated. And so he turns and just sort of, you see his gun arm go a little limp, and he just sort of shoots the ground in front of him and goes, "Did I get it?" And that is Tug. Let's see. Giro, Madam L, high or low?
Hi.
Hey, good news again. That's 73, so he's going to try and shoot his boss in the head. It's 19 on the die. That's 21 total. He levels his pistol out the door and blows Tombo's ear off.
Oh!
And Tombo goes, "Ah, fuck, I need that for hearing. No!" And claps a hand to his ear. And finally, our friend Weep, who's also going to try and get promotion the old-fashioned way with a gun. And that is a 15, so he will also hit as he maybe goes, "Oh yeah, I was using the wrong eye," and opens one eye and closes the other and sticks his tongue out the other direction and blasts Tombo's other ear off. Tombo, looks like he's on death's door, but he is just barely still with it.
Oh my god.
That is the rest of the guard's turn, which brings us to top of the order, Madam L.
Okay. Feeling pretty good now. I'm going to do two things, and I'm going to do them at the exact same time.
Okay.
Madam L says, "You see, Tombo, it just seems like your fellow guards here would rather not be led by a coward who runs out the back door screaming. Just a coward, not like my very special, very magical apprentice over there." And she casts Vicious Mockery at Tombo and does a bardic inspiration for Finnegan.
Fantastic. That's your action and bonus action. What kind of saving throw is it for Vicious Mockery? Is it Charisma?
Wisdom.
All right, he's going to go ahead and make his Wisdom saving throw. And that is a 11 on the die. Once again, this guy gets no bonus, so Madam L, finish him.
I think it's just that Madam L's words are just so cutting that he
gives up.
He dies. He just gives up. He gives up his life with how thoroughly he was swindled by his allies.
Did he just fall to the floor?
Yeah, he just falls straight over.
Oh my god.
Rip.
Rest in peace. God.
Finny, that is your turn.
Well, I am supposing that Madam L wanted me to use this bardic inspiration to bite Tug's face.
Roll a hit.
What does the bardic inspiration do again?
You get to add 1d6 to it.
Okay. Well, I only got an 8. So.
Your decision if you want to use that d6 or not.
Probably, yes. Plus 4.
Total of 12 will hit.
Okay, cool. 2d4. Okay, here we go. 5 total.
Was that with adding the +2 that wolves get?
Oh.
No.
Nope.
So 7.
Yes.
Finny, finish him as you dealt just up to his hit point maximum. Or the remainder of his hit points, I should say.
Well, Finny, like, lunges over the bar and just bites this dwarf's face off.
Finny killed a man today.
Yep, never before. Now as a wolf has killed a man.
And he goes, "No, my 27 children, no." And falls backwards faceless. You have a mouthful of dwarf face and mustache, so enjoy that. Think of the textures. Cool. Yeah, okay. Sorrin, it is your turn.
Okay. And there's no other targets that I can see that are actively hostile?
Good old Giro's a bit of a wild card. He's at the end of the bar, so.
But Giro hasn't done anything yet?
He's shot down towards Madam L, Matilda and Tombo.
He did
Oh.
shoot Matilda once, but I don't think you knew that.
No,
Correct.
I didn't.
You also don't know if he shot at them a second time or if he shot his boss. So
Okay, but he's got his gun out.
he still has his gun out.
Yeah, I'm gonna laser beam this boy again. Pew!
Okie doke.
Ray of sickness. Ray of sickness. 15 on the dice to hit.
That'll do it. Constitution saving throw.
I gotta roll my damage first, but yeah.
Well, he got a 16 on the dice, so he's not poisoned.
He is not poisoned, and he takes 6 poison damage.
Yeah, he withers a bit. You see his hair go. It was like a sort of nut brown, and it's went gray in some of the strands. And he looks a little haggard, but not too terribly worse for wear. And he goes, "Oh, so now the fucking wizard thinks he can shoot me, huh?" Anyway, it is Matilda's turn.
Actually, I'm trying to think if I want to do anything else.
You have movement.
I do.
You want to get down to the ground floor?
You do have the high ground.
I do.
It doesn't do a whole lot for you.
No. I want to get a better idea of what's going on, so I guess I'll come. At the very least, like, can I go like halfway down the stairs to try to see better what's going on? I guess I look at Matilda and was like, I'm the backup.
Sure, Sorrin. Hey, did you shoot a beam out of your hand?
Talk later.
Right. Murdering the police, gotcha. It's Matilda's turn. And, she goes, "So, Elle, what are we doing here? Are they friends? Are they not? What's with that weird singing? What's going on here?"
Our friend over there in the booth seems to be pretty par of the course to be our ally here, but I'm not so sure about this wild card over here. Giro, what would you say? Are you done fighting?
Yeah, I was just gonna get out of here and get a couple of drinks. Go ahead and roll insight checks for me, everyone.
16.
12.
8.
Yeah, he was just gonna get out of there and get some drinks after a hard day of killing his own boss.
That seems wrong.
Wait, also no, he's also beguiled. Would he lie to me?
To you?
Yeah.
Do your friends lie to you?
Well, that's an existential crisis.
Essentially, he seems on the up and up. It seems like he doesn't want to be here anymore. We'll put it this way. None of these guards thought today will be the day that I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so Madame L, even with that insight check, I think Madame L would want these two guards to stick around for a minute at least. So she'll say to Giro, "My friend, we have all the drinks you need here. Why don't you stay here and we'll chat for a little while?"
Sure. Sure. And he holsters his now spent pistols, picks up the ones that he had tossed on the ground, and sort of sidles over to one of the booths and sits down. And Weep goes, "Hey, madam, I think we should maybe get rid of these corpses, if you know what I mean. As in, it's bad business to have guards just sort of laying around dead, myself included. So, how are we gonna go about doing that?" We're out of initiative, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I drag the dead guy back in through the back door and then shut the back door. Would anyone care to, explain what's going on? Anyone? Nothing?
Finny's still a wolf and stays a wolf.
He doesn't know how to turn back yet.
Wallace promptly lifts his nose and starts chittering in an excited manner.
I can't.
And Finny nods his wolf head in agreement.
Okay.
Honestly, Mr. Sorrin, it's like you haven't even spent a day in Helvettyr. This was a shakedown, a revenge. We were standing up to the guards the last, oh gosh, that seems like months ago now, but they came to seek revenge. They do not like to be belittled.
That's not really what I was asking. I guess I look at Giro and whoop.
You see that Giro has been trying to slide under the table, potentially hiding behind whip, and it's not going very well.
These two individuals.
I suppose I ought to be forthright with these gentlemen. Do the two of you know what it means to be beguiled?
Well, madam, I'm certain I've never heard that word before. And Giro goes, yeah, it's when we're under your spell. When we're under your spell or whatever. Yeah, so about those drinks? Oh, wait, I'm the bartender. Shit. Sorry. Maddie goes, You from Northern Helvettyr? We seem to have the same accent. Weird. Yeah, let me get you the house special. And she goes off behind the bar to make some wonderful green berries. Sorrin, house special?
I'm fine. Thank you, Maddie.
Finny? All right, one house special and a dish coming up. Elle, get you anything? Blasberry cordial?
Sure, but is Finnegan an underage wolf?
Yeah, I don't know the drinking age for wolves. This is really, I don't know that there's legal precedent, Elle. So I think we're just going to go ahead and... Listen, it's been I think I've got some blood loss.
Oh, right.
And you see that she's just been trailing blood everywhere.
2 of the guards are now dead, and 2 of them are alive. The way I see it, I'm a little unclear why these 2 are still breathing.
Well, because if they weren't breathing, we'd have a lot more guards here.
Yeah, but listen, I'm hale and hearty, and I really didn't expect that one, so I'm just cooling, you could say.
I understand that, but we have a situation here where there are 2 dead guards on our floor, 2 live ones who at any point could leave and summon more guards. 4 dead guards is arguably worse in the long run.
Hey, everyone, give me a quick perception check.
Can I don't suppose I can use my wonderful passive perception, can I?
No, you cannot.
Well, then I got a 5.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 20. Not natural.
Gee whiz. Madam L and Finny, you see a certain halfling is trying to sneak out the back door.
I thought he was at the table.
So Lightfoot halflings get this fun thing where they can attempt to hide even when they're only obscured by a creature that is at least one size bigger than them.
Can Finny grab him by the collar of his shirt with his wolf mouth?
Yeah, give me an athletics check to try and grapple him. So as a wolf, you get a +3 to do so.
I got a 19.
I can attempt an athletics for him, but yeah, no, that's a 5 on the dice. He's not slipping out of this one.
Well,
nor acrobatics would do that.
I lift him up by the collar so his feet are no longer touching the ground.
Oh, come on. I'm a little guy. Come on. Just let me go. Come on.
Finny's just growling.
It could be like they were never even here, Madam L. I don't like anything about what's happening right now, but I don't...
Mr. Whip, how do you see this breaking in your professional experience as a guard of Belial?
Oh, shucks, lady. Call me a professional. Look at you, flattering.
It's just habit.
Yeah, I reckon that if y'all can get rid of Tombo and Tug there, well, I think that this story probably will break just fine, you know. Went down into the sewers, as ways I sees it, and some mutants or some such down there just got us good, and, well, old Tombo and Tug didn't make it, and old Whip's looking at a promotion.
And one more thing, Mr. Whip, what would you suggest that we do with your friend Giro here. He seems to be a little bit on edge, and
I shake him in my mouth.
Hey, come on, I'm a little guy. Well, here's the thing. Madam, people talk. And unfortunately, I reckon y'all are on the losing side of this discussion. Not to say that I'm gonna be starting a fight or nothing, but if other guards start searching around, it's gonna lead here. Now, I'm not gonna be providing any extra information. I got my story, I'm sticking to it. But eventually, this here story might leak. Now, the repercussions that'll have for us and y'all are two different things, but you want my advice? Is you find some place to lie down low, or you find some powerful friends. Now, like I said, you've done me a good favor here. I'll return best I can. But things might break bad for you. Just my 2 coppers. And he spits into a tiny little jug that he carries with him. That's right, this dude dips.
Oh my god.
So we're leaving.
And as Maddie comes back with these drinks, she goes, yeah, so about that, El. I've been meaning to tell you since you're renting rooms and all, and I know this is kind of short notice, but I was hoping this would have taken a couple more days, before, I had to reap what I sowed with threatening of the guards. But I'm getting out of town tonight. I'm closing down the bar. I was going to let you stay here if you wanted, give you the key and everything, but I'm going west for a bit and getting out of Dodge.
Finny starts whining as a wolf.
Yeah, kid, I don't know what that means. I don't speak wolf.
Finny's ears go, it's sad, like the sad doggy ears.
Kid, you just shift your bones back and then you're you again. It's that simple. Come on now. But yeah, I'm getting out, and I reckon you guys should find a way to do so too. And as she says that, there is and a piece of paper drifts down and slaps into Sorrin's face. And it reads, looking to get away for a night or more, tired of the hustle and bustle of the city, want to see wonders beyond comprehension. Join Ringmaster J.J. Gerononymous's traveling circus today. Become a part of the greatest show this side of the Owl Wastes. All are welcome. This means you. And on this flyer are phrases such as, gaze in wonder at a dwarf from beyond the turns of time. And there's a small picture of a dwarf with a beard covering most of his body, and a pronounced brow ridge enclosed in like a stylized iceberg. And then there's another bit that says, test your might against the world's strongest man, and shows a flexing elephant man wearing a one-piece bathing suit. World's only dog-riding horse. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, and bold, colorful script is, clowns, clowns, clowns.
Finny shifts from a wolf back into a satyr and still has the guy's collar in his mouth, and he spits it out and he goes, "Puh, puh, what? A circus?"
And off in the distance, to the north, you hear a calliope.
welcome to the end of the episode, everyone.
Wahoo!
In the weeks prior, we released our Goblin episodes, and I hope you enjoyed our awful little friends.
Those little idiots.
Last week, over on our Patreon, we released our very first campfire episode, which was similar to our Session 0, where we talk about our game, we talk about our motivations and our characters a little bit. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out our Patreon.
And you can find that on our links page at bit.ly/allnecromancers.
over on the links page too, you can find our social media, and there's a bunch of art on our Instagram and our Facebooks, and we've stopped using our Twitter because
Twitter sucks.
yeah, we're just not really into
hate
it. And finally, if you haven't yet, why don't you go on over to Apple Podcasts and give us a rating and review? Both of those things really help us as far as succeeding in this horrible world that's controlled by algorithms. So, yeah.
I thrive off of validation. Please review us.
We will see you in 2 weeks.
Yay!
See you then.